Earlier, we talked about big picture kind of trade conversations, but now let's get into the nitty gritty with a segment we're calling Tug of War. Yes. Izzy and I will represent two sides of a negotiation. And as we argue for our side of the deal, the tug of war icon below us will move from one side to the other. Whoever pulls the player to their side via superior negotiation tactics wins the round. All right, like that? All right, so let's get started with Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
And the Philadelphia 76ers.
Philly.
Yes. Per our friend Vinny Goodwill of Yahoo Sports, the Sixers are quietly a suitor for Jimmy Butler. Embiid is reportedly pushing for the move. We all know that they have a great relationship from the half season they play together. So for the purpose of this, I will be Sixers GM Daryl Morey. You're Pat Riley. And because I'm Sixers GM Daryl Morey, I am ping pong enthusiast. The ball's in your court, Pat.
Wait a second, but you're calling me then?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So you got to call me Mr. Ping Pong, and I'll get this ping pong ball for you.
I'm going to call you because I want to trade the deal that Vinny reported on was basically, it would be centered around Paul George for Jimmy Butler straight up. Now, Paul George, it's had some injury issues. He just signed that 4-year deal. So that's where we are. Start the timer and go. Okay, here we go. PG is great. He's heat culture. You got balls in your court.
I imagine Pat Riley's in a cigar at all times, and he ignores the ball. Here's the thing with Jimmy Butler. Your best player just called Jimmy Butler the best player in the league last year, if you remember, okay? And I'm looking at some stats here. For Paul George, he's got worse numbers than Tobias Harris did for your team last year. So you're effectively trying to trade me Tobias Harris for Jimmy Butler. I'm not buying it.
Now, Pat, the ball was back in my court. Let me tell you right now, the thing that you're forgetting is that he's got Tobias Harris numbers, yes, but that's because Paul George is in a situation that doesn't fit him well. He doesn't know how to be the third banana. You know who knows how to be the third banana? Jimmy Butler. That's why you got to get him. You got to give me, Jimmy. You take Paul George, and then you're fine. You're happy.
I think we're going to have to let a third party decide who gets Jimmy Butler here because we can't decide for ourselves.
It looks like the graphic says that the Heat are not going to take those deals.
Damning Tobias Harris numbers. Just look it up. Compare Paul George this year to Tobias Harris last year with Philly. They're the same player.
The contract isn't great. And again, we know that the Heat don't want to have money past 2026 on the books. So that kind of throws it on. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one, big name. De'Aaron Fox this week. We learned that De'Aaron Fox is on the trading block. His top destinations are reportedly the San Antonio Spurs. So I will be R.C. Buford.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess that makes me Vivek Ranadive.
That's right.
The much respected
yes.
president or owner of the Kings.
Stauskas.
I'm gonna assume he also smokes a cigar. So Mr. Buford.
Yeah, well, look, Vivek, we've seen the news. Everyone knows the kid wants to be here. You guys, you've got your best player, Sabonis. He's awesome. You know what he needs, though? He needs a 5 to play alongside him. I'm going to give you Zach Collins, and I'm also going to give you Keldon Johnson. And I'll throw in a couple of picks, too. That way you guys get to win.
I know I've been at this for a while, but I don't know who any of those players are, and I don't think I'm going to give away my all-star guard. I know a lot of people, somebody who used to work in the league, don't really have high opinions of De'Aaron Fox. But trust me, look at his fourth quarter numbers. I'm not giving him away for anything. The only reason we're announcing this is because we're being nice to him and we have another all-star in our books. We're not going to give him away for nothing.
Keldon Johnson was part of Team USA for a little bit there, right? That works. And
the grown-up Team USA or the junior?
But hey, the point is here, so what you got to remember. You're going to look like a genius. You're the guy that knew that Nick Stauskas is a good player.
I think you're breaking up. I can't hear you anymore. I'm sorry. We have to make a decision.
Looks like, R.C. Buford. No. Yeah, I gave him good arguments. There you go.
Just giving him away.
Yeah.
Just giving him away.
All right, next up, Zach LaVine to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are the latest team to reportedly have interest in Mr. LaVine. I'll be Bucks GM John Horst. Izzy, your Bulls GM, Mark Eversley. So
nice to meet you, Mark.
Yeah, Arturis, I guess, doesn't get involved in these calls. All right. All right. Okay. I'm John Horst. God damn it. Dude, every day I'm terrified that Giannis is just gonna say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out of here. You gotta do me this one solid. Your season isn't going anywhere. Just help me out here. Come on. I'll give you Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis and 3 second rounders.
You're doing it all wrong, you see. You gotta hire a coach that people believe in, but might not be that good. That way, you take all the pressure off yourself. I'm not going to give away Zach LaVine I need names back for Zach LaVine. I'm okay if we're losing. We can blame Billy Donovan.
But here's the thing. I did hire a coach who nobody believes in, but it's a lot of money. My coaches get paid a lot of money. What are we going to do? It's not Blake's fault that I'll get paid a lot of money. I'm just saying.
I don't know if you noticed, but the rest of our team, we've got a Ball brother who's just might not even be able to make it. I think I got to keep Zach.
Though he wrote and produced Tweaker, so got to give him that. Yeah. All right, who won?
I think the Bulls are keeping Zach LaVine.
Right.
I think he's going to stay in Chicago forever. I'm telling you.
Okay, this one should be fun. Caitlyn Clark says she has no interest in participating in a three-point challenge during NBA All-Star Weekend. She says she wants her first three-point competition to be at the WNBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis this upcoming WNBA season. I'm Adam Silver. And Izzy, you are WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert.
Okay.
All right.
I think she's a cigar smoker as well. I'm glad I did this.
All right. All right. I'm Adam Silver. Okay. September. You want to do this to me? King Kong ain't got shit on me. I'm put cases on every one of your asses. You'll be playing pickup ball in Pelican Bay. 23-hour lockdown. Shoe program.
King Kong, I got 2 words for you. Taylor Swift. Who was sitting next to Taylor Swift at a game? It was not Steph Curry. It was Caitlyn Clark. If my woman is going to take part in your All-Star game and bring up your ratings, you got to do way more for us, buddy. We've been flying commercial for years.
That's what you guys have been complaining about for years. We don't do enough. We don't give enough of a platform. Well, this is the biggest platform we have outside of the NBA Finals.
How about Steph Curry joins the WNBA All-Star Game weekend, and then we'll have a conversation.
I'm receptive. All right, final one.
Come on back, Caitlin.
Speaking of Adam Silver, Adam Silver said on Wednesday on the Dan Patrick Show he likes the idea of shortening quarters from 12 minutes to 10 minutes. Izzy, I am 10 minutes.
Well, you're
10-minute quarters, and you're 12-minute quarters.
All right, older.
All right.
I like it.
I'll let you start this time.
I mean, where is there to start? Look, I'm tired of this Adam Silver telling me what every other basketball league in the world does. We are the GDNBA. If we want to play 12-minute quarters, we play 12 mother bleeping minute quarters. Everybody says it's a 48-minute game. Nobody's going to change that to 40. That sounds ridiculous.
I said shorten the season. They said, no, it's too much money to give away. I said, let's do this. No, let's start the season after Christmas. No, it's too much money to give away. No one wants to lose money. No one wants to give up money. So we got to make these games shorter. No one's watching these 3-hour marathons.
No one wants to give up money. You know who's going to give up money in these scenarios? 33% of the players who aren't going to get off the bench because all the star players are going to play 38 minutes and every role player is going to be like, damn, I only played 2 minutes and now I can't get paid.
That's what they want anyway. People don't
Less money?
No. Nobody wants to watch Gerald Fitch play.
Everybody wants to see what's on their bench. Everybody needs to see the backup quarterback.
Pelly Larson is not the reason why people are showing up to Hickey.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's the difference.
I don't know, man. If I'm being honest, I think it's not like it's the only sport in the world. Like, look at soccer. They play everywhere. It's 90 minutes, 45-minute halves, right? If you look at baseball, like it's 9 innings, 3 outs per inning. Like, there's no league other than when the Savannah Bananas play where it's like, you know what? We're going to like adulterate these rules, the rules of time. And so you can say, okay, the dimensions are going to be different. Well, that's fine. But I don't think it's so bad to have a 10-minute quarter.
I think you're better off expanding the court, making the game more entertaining in different ways that doesn't affect everything from a statistical standpoint. I'd be okay with less games, but the per game for me as an NBA fan, always been a huge thing. You're going to knock it down to 40 minutes a game and I'm going to be like, wow, that dude averaged 28 points a game a season. It's not the same as saying, holy crap, 35 points a game. That was wild.
If I'm a star player and I play 36 minutes a game right now in a 48-minute game, I can still play 36 minutes in a 40-minute game. Just throwing out there.
Losing money.